But it is really about our game today. And we tend to not have announcements during the game to take away from the game itself, but this was a little bit special. We have had a partnership with Audi for several years now, and they are a partner of ours that is so deeply connected to the core of the game. You know, there are many sponsors that just tie into sports so that we can market together, and then there are those sponsors that really want to understand the core equity of what their relationship and partnership can be. I'm going to introduce Lauren Angelo shortly to give some remarks, but in our discussions with Lauren, he said, hey, if I'm going to tie in with this league, I want to do something meaningful. I want to take the performance quality of our brand and one that resonates around the world, and I want to use our influence to be able to do something that you, the league, really need. And what do we need is we need to empower our academy programs and provide real value for some of the kids that are playing at the youth level. So I want to say to Lauren, thank you very much for your vision, for your partnership with us. We really appreciate everything that you've done to help our league be great. And I am really excited about this particular program. I think in years to come, we're going to get some kids like this that are going to end up being professional players in our league and maybe playing for our national teams because of all the commitment that we have from Audi and from you, Lauren. So it's my pleasure to bring you up to the podium.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, we couldn't be more excited about this partnership. And over the course of the last 5 years and the work that we've done with Don and the entire MLS team, it has been remarkable to see their challenger approach, which is so associated with the things we do with Audi. We're a brand that stands for progress, and that progress comes from pushing innovation and the vehicles that we design, but also in the opportunities that we have to engage. We don't want to be a brand that is just a logo. We want to participate. In the case of MLS, we wanted to add to the fans' experience. We wanted to add to the players' experience, and that's exactly what we've done with the Audi Player Index and bringing statistics to the game. And now, through the Audi Goals Drive Progress program, we're able to actually bring an opportunity in the future, working with our partners and ultimately developing the individuals that are going to be part of the future of the sport. We came to MLS with the idea that we wanted to grow the sport of soccer in America, and through transportation, education, and all the things in context of housing that we can do to help develop these young players for tomorrow, by making this commitment, we're helping to drive progress in this sport. So for every goal that is scored during the regular season, we'll be contributing $500 per goal. And we're really excited about what that means. And also for our fans in their local communities, they're thrilled. We're seeing them added by double digits each and every year, and they're engaged, and we want to give them the opportunities to help build their localized teams and get behind their supporter groups, and by doing so, we're going to be actually contributing for every fan social engagement, because MLS has done such a great job of activating young audience members and bringing them to socially into the sport. By their social activation, we're actually going to be contributing $50,000 at the end of the year for the team that actually has the greatest level of social fan engagement. So another part that's so important. So these performance centers that are going to help bring the young talent tomorrow. The reason we're here in Orlando and so enthusiastic about being here at the All-Star Game is because this is going to be the first performance center that is actually going to be opening. And that's going to be opening this fall. We have a couple of our young academy members that can give you some pictures to show you what the design of this new facility is going to look like. And they'll unveil those now and give you some color to what these performance centers are going to be all about, and what we'll shortly see being unveiled here in Orlando. And in recognition of the All-Star Game specifically, every goal that's scored this evening is going to be $5,000 that Audi's going to contribute towards the development of these performance centers as we look into the future. So we're really enthusiastic about it and appreciate the partnership that we've had with MLS, and specifically with Todd Durbin, who I'd like to introduce, the EVP of Competition and Player Relations, who's going to give you a little bit more color on the program itself.
Thanks, Lauren, and thanks to Audi. Lauren and I were talking out in the hallway, and this really was one of the great initiatives that I've had the pleasure of working on over the course of my career. I remember our first meeting and sitting down, trying to put this together, and Lauren looking at us and saying, we want to be real. We really want to make a difference. What do you need? How can we help you? And we had a very long conversation about talking about the arc of development and some of the areas that we were beginning to innovate in. And one of the things we talked about was the need to make sure that we had the resources and the setup at all of our academies to ensure that the best players, irrespective of where they were coming from, had the ability to participate and had the support structure around them to be successful. And that was really the genesis of the program. And it was fantastic through the entire process because Lauren and Audi never deviated from that goal. At any moment where it could have been slightly diluted or we may have thought about going in a different direction, they were absolutely clear about, we don't want to be a part of this unless it is actually making a meaningful difference on the field and with the kids in every community. It's really great to actually see the kids here, so you actually see firsthand that it's making a difference, and it's going to be, in many ways generational. When you think about what success looks like in 3 or 4 or 5 years, I think the best way to look at that is to say we can look back over the course of 4, 5, 6 years and realize that a whole generation of kids that didn't have access in the past or didn't have the appropriate support to reach their full potential finally do. And I think that's going to be a great story for the league. It's going to be a great story for the sport of soccer in this country. And we are really grateful for Audi and all the work that you have done and the support you're giving us. So with that, I will turn it over to Luis Muzzi, Executive Vice President of Soccer Operations with Orlando City.
Thank you. So I wrote some stuff that I was going to read, but I want to break protocol. Can I ask the guys to come up here, please? Sorry, that wasn't planned, but I want to bring them here. All that I wrote here don't matter. The only thing that matters is here, right? And we really want to thank Audi for everything that they're doing. I want to thank our staff who is here, our new academy staff. These guys believe in what we're doing here. Audi believes in what we're doing here, not only here in Orlando, but in the league. And everything that we're doing to develop players, better men, better athletes, better citizens. So this is really important for us. You guys can see what's going to come new in our new training facility. I want to thank our staff that's here. I want to thank Audi again in name and representing all the MLS teams here. I'm sure that everybody appreciates that, and this is why we're here. So thank you very much. And with that, I don't know who I'm passing it to, but...
No problem. Thank you, Luis. Well, that's it for that. Credit to Audi again for being on the front foot, being very proactive of trying to develop the best players and overcoming anything that's in the way in that process. And so now, little protocol. We're going to do 3 pictures for the media in the room. Okay, everyone that's on the stage now, we'll do 3 pictures. You'll help. Yep. There you go. And then media-wise, questions after the pictures are done. Most of us will be in this room pre-kick, and if you need quotes, conversations, feel free to ask. Yeah. Here I go. Good. Next picture. Yep. Luis, go ahead. Yeah, I'll stand on the end.
There you go.
Let's shift everything over so we're all in the backdrop. Yeah, right there. All over it. Good job. Give me a ball. Luis, lean in front of that, please.
And less, no, absolutely, right, Ruth?